Hey guys, it's Maximum Update here, and today's video is going to be about my most prized possession. So back in Utah, I went to school at John F. Kennedy Junior High, and I was part of the after school program because I didn't like being home, because home's boring. And part of that, I was part of a club, multiple clubs, and 2016 was like the really decent year for that club because we were doing research and we got to go to the Utah State Capitol, the building in Salt Lake City, and it was pretty fun. We got to go up on the stairs, we took a lot of pictures. Now, I swear on Bear, on everything, there was a satanic church right next to the building. Like, I can pull up pictures and everything. And it was interesting, but that's not the moral of the story here. The moral of the story here is how I was proud of winning my excellence in research about a topic that I guess you could say I was passionate about. I mean, it depends on your point of view. So I got this award, I don't know, I forgot who our instructor was, but I believe his name was Andrew. And he was working with us for quite a bit. He paid for everything, which was really cool and awesome. I was out of his own pocket, which I kind of felt bad because I hated people paying for me. I still do that, but back in 7th grade when I first started the program, it was kind of hard because there was only a few people in that club, and we had to use propaganda, I guess you can call it, for people to join our club because it was dead. There was me, Kelsey, Joseph, but Joseph dropped out, so he's not part of it. Sorry, my memory's kind of faint. There was only a few students, but after we got flyers handed out and everything, because I was also part of the programming club with Amy and Ben, so I was able to print everything, get the flyers down and everything. I got them handed out, and we got a few more participants. And the youth and government, we participated with multiple schools, not just in our own district, but with other districts. Don't ask me what the other districts were, because I'm gonna be real, I don't remember. And we took a whole Saturday to go to the state capitol. Well, we had to dress professional. A lot of us did different research and everything for our own topics. And my topic was about gang violence and their amount of killings, vice versa. Is that how you call it? Vice versa? About police shootings. And surprisingly, you can say, I mean, depends on how you look at it. There was more police shootings, killings, than gang violence, which is kind of interesting, but makes sense because Utah, Mormons, yeah. Anyways, I was proud when they said Melissa because there was Melissa Rockwell, which is your maximum update here. And there was this girl named Melissa. I didn't like her. I saw her that one day and nope, didn't like the vibes. And it was difficult because in the Utah State Capitol, you know that room where it's where they sit, it's kind of like a U, where they have the little button where they can say where they can speak. And, that whole day was just a mess. I didn't know what to do because that was our first ever meeting because we started the youth and government class about like 7th grade. That was when it all first started for all of us. And our only meetings that we've ever had was back in like what's it called, the YM. There was like the boys and girls club, and I don't know what club. I'm looking up the club right now, but there was another club. I know that for a fact. But I think it started with like a Y or something. And we had like a few meetings, but it was pretty whack. I remember everybody was kind of looking at me, and before Joseph left the program, he made things awkward because he was awkward. He had beef with this guy I was with at the time. And I don't know, it was awkward for us. And Pedro finally called on me to talk to me. Pedro was our guidance, our tours person thing. And we had multiple meetings about how to present, what to do when this happens, or what to do when that happens. That shit was confusing as fuck. I had to go through 5 different rooms to present my own project. I'm never doing that again. There was a lot of note taking. And towards the end of the day, after lunch, because they supplied lunch for us, because we were there till like 7 in the morning till like 8 at night. I was sweating because I decided to wear all black on summer. Never doing that again. And when they called my name up for excellence in research, I was kind of like, what? You did what now? Like, are you sure? And I kind of cried a little bit. Like, I've never won something before. So I was like, oh my god, my heart. Finally something that I've worked so hard on pays off. Like, I'm a good person. But I remember Andrew, our instructor, was like a week. No. We worked on these projects for like months, and he was like, why are you gonna do that project? Out of the whole, like, everything on the internet I could have picked. I picked police and gangs. I picked it because there was this guy that, like, I was with. I don't know. He was, like, dealing with some stuff with the police, and he kind of reps, so I was like, okay, for memory of him, even though he's not dead. I'm gonna do something. So I did it. Bad idea. No, because that started a whole other fight. I'm sorry, my remote fell. And I don't know. Never fuck with niggas who are like fucking with police, fucking with gangs. There's that part of the story, because and when we got done giving all the awards out to people who deserved them, there was this one, we were going with the government part, right? It's, let me tell you, with nobody knowing anybody from the opposite schools, no, like, it was difficult at first because when we found out that we're going to have to elect other people from other schools for, like, president, vice president, lieutenant, like, that shit, white people. If you know me, I have a problem with white people. And before you go and comment, you're white. I know. I know. I'm white. I have a problem with that. I hate white people. And they were basic white people, let me tell you. Like, what? No. There was girls trying to do the whip and shit, and I'm just like, I just want you to sign this piece of paper so I can, like, go and go. Because not trying to dance with you. Not trying to take how many fucking photos with you? Yeah. And after that, it was around like 5 or 6. We had to elect president, vice president, because we've spent the whole day with somebody. You would think by now, like, you'd know them. When they called my name, who's gonna vote for Melissa Rockwell, aka Tiny? Because that's how people announce me. Tiny, but that's a whole nother story. And no, it's not for my height. When they announced, like, who was running, we had to stand up. Bitch, my social anxiety kicked in, like, so that was great. That was fucking phenomenal. And when they announced the winners, they announced the last names because there was multiple people with the same first name. So when I heard Rockwell, everybody was looking at me clapping, and I'm like, what? I don't know what the fuck y'all are looking at me for. Like, I got red. I'm not gonna lie, I got really red. Like, probably redder than this shit. Like, bitch, I was red. And everyone's all like, congratulations. And Joseph's like, good job. And he kissed me on the fucking forehead. I'm like, what the fuck? No. And I stood up because, like, they had me walk all around and shake everybody's hand and say thank you. And, like, I just remember, why am I gonna shake some random person's hand who probably didn't even vote for me? Like, no. That's like me stabbing you while I was blindfolded. Like, not I was blindfolded, but, like, while you were blindfolded and you didn't know it was me, and you're shaking me saying thank you for saving me. No, I'm not gonna do that. So, like, I, like, shook their hand, and with the ones that I felt like they didn't, like, vote for me, I kind of just, like, hey. And there was this white girl. Let me tell you, I didn't like her. I didn't like her vibes. I didn't like the way she looked. I didn't like the look that she gave to everybody. I didn't like the fucking attitude she gave to my fucking instructor. Bitch, go give that attitude to somebody else. Not my instructor. That's my instructor. Like, I'm protective of people. And you? The fuck? No. So I just walked past her. And everyone was, like, looking at me like, why aren't you gonna go shake her hand? Like, and I saw that she voted for me. Like, I saw their papers. I was being snooped. I saw their papers. And I kind of felt low-key bad. So, like, I shook her hand at the end of the day when we were all going on our buses. And I said, thank you. And she asked if I had Facebook. And I said no. But I did. I just didn't want to talk to her. Is that wrong? Is that really wrong? Because, like, I didn't want to talk to her. She was weird. And when I got back, when we all got back, we had to spend like an hour at the. I don't know if I'm about to say this word right, but you know how like elementary schools and shit, you have like that separate building that's made of like tin or something, like it's like tinfoil or something. It's like a relo or something like that. I don't know. I don't even think I'm saying it right. Like I know I'm saying it right, but I don't know. But we had to spend an hour in there because, you know, it wasn't time of our field trip to be over. So we were like, you know what? We're going to spend time, write an essay, reflect on the essay. And we had like a whole little mini party because, bitch, I got lieutenant governor. I was the only one of our whole, well, other than Kelsey, but Kelsey was like, she got called home early, so we couldn't really see if she was elected for something. So, yeah, we had a little party, and by the time I got home, I went straight in my room. I collapsed on my bed with Bear, and I said, no, not with Bear. I collapsed on my bed with Maze, and I said, fuck this, and I slept. And you gotta be a different type of tired to be like sleeping in tights, a skirt, fucking 2 shirts. I'm counting each shirt, 2 things. Fucking 2 shirts. And you gotta be a different tired for that, because I can barely sleep with pants, and that's a different tired. But did it like not today. That day was probably when I got my most prized possession. Is when I achieved something that I worked hard for. Even though there was haters, I looked past them, and that's what you gotta do in life. Like, you gotta look past those haters and be like, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad nigga, you wasn't gonna kill me, you was not gonna bring me down. Like, you gotta think positive. So, yeah, that's the moral of the story, I guess, that if you want to achieve something, I know you hear this all the time, but if you want to achieve something, you gotta work down to the bone. Like, you gotta work hard for that. Because nothing in this life is gonna come at you free. And you're probably thinking, yeah, some things might come at me free, but there's always gonna be a cost to something, no matter what. And I want you guys to value that. So, whatever you worked hard for, appreciate it. Because if you don't appreciate it, you're practically, how do I say this without step? I don't care. If you don't work hard for it, you're just wasted your whole goddamn time and probably that other person's time. Because appreciation comes within, and that takes like a long time to learn. And I know I've had like some some rough patches, but I've learned to appreciate what's around me, because that takes a lot to work for. And if you have any most prized possessions and you're willing to share, I would like for you to Tell me about them. I don't know. Do what you want. Appreciate. Before you I want you to think about your most prized possession and just value that. Because your most prized possession could be your mom, your dad, grandma, your grandpa, your favorite football team, because like maybe that has significant value. Just take time in what you have. If you're like, if your most prized possession would be your teacher because they help you learn. Go ahead, but I don't think teachers would be a good example because some young motherfuckers are petty as hell. But have a good night or day, and see you next video. Bye! Make sure you like and subscribe and put those post notifications on.